In this video, I want to show some quick formatting things that can clean up a Google Sheet or any spreadsheet and make it look a little better, make it easier to read. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click this box up in the very top left corner, this select all box, and that selects everything. So one of the things I like to do, I like to change the font, and I'm old school, so I like Arial, and I have reading glasses, so I like Arial 11. And then the next thing I do is come over here, I like everything centered, left to right. I like it vertically aligned. And if there's a need to wrap text, you can wrap text. But already you can see how much better that looks. If I go back, you can see that in the grade column, since this has a number, the numbers are all the way at the right and they're really close to the information in the next column. So let me change it back. So that's one thing I do. Another thing that I do almost all the time, I go to format and I like alternating colors. It makes it look nice. It makes it easy to read. So I do that. If it is a sheet that has a lot of data, I go to view and I click freeze and I freeze the top row. So now when I scroll, my titles stay at the top. And one other thing that's helpful, you can see on row 17, this name is bigger than the box allowed. If you position your cursor so that you see these double arrows and you double click, it automatically resizes the column to fit the largest name. And then I can do the same here, which that one's a little smaller here. And let's do this one too. And then just for a personal preference, I don't like seeing all these blank rows and columns. So I'm going to select all my empty rows and I'm going to delete them. There we go. Looks like I missed a couple, but that's all right. And then the same with the rows. So I'll leave one blank row at the bottom, and then I do not need 1,000 rows on any of my sheets. So I'll select that, delete that. So that fits very nicely. And one last thing for sort, usually when I sort things, I want it sorted by last name, first name, but you can see in this instance, I want to tell it I have header rows. So I could say, let's sort this first by team, which that could be teacher name, school name, and then let's sort by grade level. And then within the grade level, let's sort by last name and then first name. And that's it. So just in a very short amount of time, I took data that looked like this and turned it into this, and that was all things that anyone that uses Sheets can do. So I hope you find this helpful.